Ayo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10, and what I got for today is some more NBA 2K24 Next Gen. Now, the build that I have for you happens to be my version of the best Kevin Durant build, which in my personal opinion might be the best small forward build that you could possibly run in this game, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Now, we are making it right-handed in jersey number 35, of course, because as I said, this is meant to be a Kevin Durant build. Height-wise, we decided, actually not even height-wise, position-wise, it is a small forward as you suspect, coming in at about 6'10", as Kevin Durant's measured in at that height, even though most people say he is about 7 feet tall. And then of course, weight-wise, we put it up to about 240 pounds with a wingspan of 7'1". Now, KD's wingspan is a lot longer than 7'1", but the issue is if you want to get really good shooting on this build, you need to decrease the wingspan down to at least 7'1". Now, to start off with, actually, before we get into that, thank you for all the support you're showing to the channel. It is highly appreciated. Do me a favor, if you enjoyed today's video, you're going to see more content like this, hit that like button. 50 likes on the video, we will max out the build and post gameplay with it. If you're new to the channel and you haven't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn post notifications on. I am trying to get to 2,200 subs. We somehow got to 2,100 a lot quicker than I thought we would. And then lastly but not least, in the comment section, drop a comment telling me what other builds you want to see, as well as any criticisms you might have about this build, because I know there's a lot of people that have a lot of criticisms, and I'd like to hear them because they help me in making the builds in the future. Now, to start off with, we're going to go to the physicals, where we decided to put the stamina all the way up to a 98, which is the max. When it came to the vertical, put this up to about an 85, of course, which means that we do get the capability of being able to get some of those pro contacts. I say some, a lot of them. And then when it came to the strength, push this up to a 74 because it does give us a little bit of a boost, especially with it being a small forward. You will need strength on it so that you can get bulldozer and a movable enforcer. And then of course, speed and excel, decided to go with a 64-73 split, mainly because that was the maximum we could get on the build. Now, to start off with, when it comes to finishing, don't mind me if you hear a lot of sniffles, I am suffering from a cold. We went with an 86 when it came to the driving dunk, a 74 when it came to the driving layup, and then when it came to the close shot, left that as it is, left the standing dunk where it was, and then we increased the post control all the way to an 84, because it of course does mean that we can play in and out of the post as much as we want to, because we do get gold drop stepper and post spin technician. We also do get post fade phenom at least gold, but that only changes once we mess with the shooting. Shooting wise, we went with a nice little split of an 84 when it came to the mid-range jump shot, an 82 when it came to the 3-ball, and of course when it came to the free throw, we decided to give this a 70 because it does mean that you get free points. You don't even get free points. Technically, you need one more attribute point to get free points, but I left it at a 70. And anyway, this shooting split does mean, of course, that you get gold post fade phenom as well as gold dream shake. And then when it comes to the shooting badges, you do get gold catch and shoot, guard up, comeback kid, midi magician, as well as silver space creator, whistle, open looks, green machine, and blinders. In my personal opinion, I like to run open looks, guard up, catch and shoot. Those be clutch badges, especially on the small forward build, because you'll find yourself in a lot of catch and shoot situations. And then of course, things like space creator do help quite a bit. On the 3-point side of things, of course, we do get gold claymore and bronze agent 3s, as well as silver deadeye, and of course silver corner specialist. In my personal opinion, a 3-ball of an 82, you are able to knock down a lot of shots. The only deficiency you have with this build is with the mid-range jump shot being so low, you might not be able to get Kevin Durant's jump shot when it comes to animations. But trust me, I know a few decent jump shots you can use with an 84, only because I've been running my day 1 point guard build, and yeah, I've been using a jump shot that has an 83. Now, when it came to the playmaking, decided to go with a nice little split of a 77 when it comes to the pass accuracy, which means, of course, that you get bronze needle threader. And then when it came to the ball handle, decided to put this all the way up at a 76, as well as putting the speed with the ball all the way up to about a 65. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that you're the greatest ball handler in the world, but it does mean you firstly get Hall of Fame big driving, which increases the chance of a blow by when attacking close to the basket. You get, of course, gold physical handles, which again lessens the chance of being bothered by defenders on the perimeter when dribbling, which is great, especially when you have a low ball handle. And then of course with the pass accuracy, as we said, you do get that bronze needle threader, as well as silver relay passer, dimer, and break starter. Now defensively, this is what I believe makes the build really great, because as you can see, offensively as it is, you get the form of contact dunks, post play, finishing at the rim through layups. You have a mid-range jump shot, which is just elite, and then of course you have a 3-ball, which allows you to spread the floor. And then, as I said, with the playmaking, you can break people down one-on-one as well as move the ball around. But defensively, the build is a standout because starting off with, you get an 80 on the interior defense, which of course means that you can lock up the paint as much as you want to. And to help with that, we went with a 92 on the block, which means that you get gold anchor. So both of these attributes in tandem mean anchor allows you to boost the player's defensive ability and protect the paint, which is nice. And then the interior defense being so high means you get post lockdown, which of course improves the defender's ability to defend post moves. So really and truly, if people try to back you down, post lockdown will help you, and if they just try and run past you and face you up, anchor will help you in just locking it up in no man's way. Now, perimeter defense wise, we decided to go with a 74, which of course also means that you can pick up ball at the perimeter. With a 73 on the speed, you can do quite a bit on that, because as I said, with my day one point guard build, that thing still has like a 74 speed because I haven't maxed it out, and I'm not putting money into the game unless I'm maxing out a build you guys want to see. And even with a 74 on the perimeter defense, a 74 on the speed with like a 66 perimeter defense, I am able to stay in front of people. So trust me, against your average player on 2K, a 74 perimeter defense with a 73 speed, you can guard up a lot of smaller guards on the perimeter. And then of course with the interior defense, you can guard up a lot in the paint. Now steal wise, decided to put this a lot higher at a 76 because it does mean you get that bronze glove, bronze interceptor, and bronze right stick ripper, which if you've seen that Joe Knows clip, that is the funniest thing I've ever seen. But this does mean that you can also play passing lanes as well as pick people's pockets. And then when it came to the rebound side of things, decided to go with a nice little split of a 75 when it came to the defensive rebound. Actually, I've tweaked something wrong here. One sec. I gotta figure out where I changed it because I did something wrong here. It's right here. Cool. So we went with a 75 when it came to the interior on the defensive rebound with a 40 on the offensive, which of course does mean that you get the capability of firstly getting bronze box out beat, silver pogo stick, and bronze rebound chaser. And then of course you also get silver post playmaker, which is affected by the offensive rebound, which is kind of funny to me. But this build in general, as you can see from the attribute split, is well balanced. It's not even well balanced. It's really good at a lot of things. The one weakness I might say it has the most is most likely speed, but that you won't feel too much. And also when it comes to things like playmaking, where it's the speed with ball. But outside of that, the build is an elite shooter with the ability of getting contacts. Play-wise, it can dribble past people as well as move the ball around. And sometimes, if you're not even that good at dribbling, having something like Hall of Fame big driver and gold physical handles just means you can really just use your strength to push past people. And then defensively, of course, you can pick up multiple positions in the game. The only thing you might have an issue with is facing a center who's about 7 foot tall with a lot of strength, because he will be able to take his way with you backing you down. Now, the one thing I would tweak right now that I just noticed is I'd probably strip a point here, and you can obviously, if you want free points, just put it all the way up there. That way you have a 76 on the free throw, which means you can get bronze free points, and at least that way you're not missing buckets when you're in the rec or the pro-am. Now, the shades of that we happen to get on this build happen to be none other than a Warrior, a Magic, and a Nugget, and you can guess them to be Steven Jackson, aka Ajax, Franz Wagner, and of course, Michael Never Swing the Rock Porter Jr. The name of the build is a 3-level threat. I personally believe it should be a 2-way 3-level threat because the build is capable of doing it all. But hey, the game loves to hate when it hates. But hopefully you guys notice how this build is this is the best Kevin Durant build you'll ever find. But yeah, anyway, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, which if you did, don't forget to do me a favor and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as turning post notifications on. And lastly but not least, drop a comment down below telling me what other videos you want to see, as well as what other builds you want to see, and any criticisms you have of this build. I might make this build and run it out just because I really am looking for a build to mess with. But yeah, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. I'll catch you in a bit. Deuces. Check out these other videos.